And we are live. We are live, man. What's going on, guys? Hopefully you're doing well. Good weekend of boxing coming up, of course. Halfway through the week, we're getting there. It's actually been my birthday today. Just got home, had a nice meal, so I'm kind of stuffed right now. But yeah, man, it's all going well. And like I said, man, good weekend of fights coming up. So looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to it. But hopefully you guys are well. Let me just construct something in the background before I talk to you guys. Hang on 1 second. I'm all over the shop, man. I'm not even fucking ready. Big up to ABC Def in the chat. I see you. Airtime 14 as well. Big up to you, man. Hopefully you guys are well. Damn. Okay. There we go. Right. Let me get on this stream. Yeah, big up to ABC. Salute to you. And thank you for the nice message. And same for you, Airtime. Hopefully you guys are well. Good weekend of fights coming up. On Friday, we have Liam Smith versus Magomed Kurbanov. That should be a fun fight. Kurbanov's he's an unbeaten Russian prospect, I would say, at 154 pounds. Pretty big puncher, entertaining style, and Liam Smith is naturally aggressive, good inside fighter. So that should be a good, interesting fight. I think that's going to be fan-friendly. It's a big test for Kurbanov, so we'll see what happens there. But that could be the fight of the weekend, Liam Smith versus Kurbanov. In terms of like entertainment, that could be the fight of the weekend. So keep an eye out for that fight. I highly recommend watching it. And obviously on Saturday we have a main fight, Canelo Billy Joe Saunders. So we've got a decent weekend coming up. And to tell you the truth, all of May is looking good, man. It's looking good for boxing. Some good fights coming up. But yeah, big up to you guys, man. Salute to Unrivaled Boxing Talk. He says, God bless, brother, and happy birthday. Thank you, bro. I feel old, man. We're getting past our prime at 27 years old. I fizzled out quickly like Mike Tyson. My prime is in my early 20s. Big up to Mark, though. Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm really good. I'm really good. I'm sorry, am I the only one who likes English Canelo laugh out loud? Yeah, he's starting to speak English a lot more. Calling Billy Joe Saunders a fucking pussy. But yeah, he's starting to speak English a lot more. Yeah, Dmitry Kudryashov. Yeah, he's fighting Evgeny Romanov mid-May. That should be a fun fight as well. I think Kudryashov's getting knocked spark out, to be honest. But listen, no matter what fight he's in, he's going to make it entertaining. So definitely going to watch out for that fight. Oh, I am parched, man. That's some nice coffee. But yeah, Kudryashov versus Evgeny Romanov. That fight goes down. I think it might be the 15th of May or 16th of May, something like that. Yes, big up to the Haitian sensation. My man's out here dropping content left and right while I work, man. So big up to you, man. Thank you for keeping my work days more bearable, man. So big up to Haitian sensation. Big up to Jazz. He says, happy birthday. Thank you, bro. BG London in the house as well. Salute to BG London. Thank you, bro. Yeah, he did, bro. Even his own promoter said he got a gift in that fight. So yeah, Kudryashov's getting knocked out again, man. Like this fucking picture. He's going to get sparked out. He's going to get sparked out. And like ABC said, yeah, Kudryashov's a glass cannon. He's basically the Russian David Price, Dmitry Kudryashov. That's what he is. He's got great power. If he catches you, he can knock you out. But defensively, it's not there. Stamina's not great, and his chin is abysmal. But listen, man, he's fun to watch. He's fun to watch. Thank you, N. Big up to N. Good channel, this. Wish I knew about it before. Laugh out loud. No, thank you, bro, man. As long as you're here now, bro, that's the main thing. We don't really take ourselves too seriously on this channel. I get a lot of predictions wrong, although this year I've not been too bad. And yeah, we just talk some boxing, man. It's nothing too serious. It's nothing too serious. Yeah, Evgeny Romanov, he is the original Deontay Wilder daddy. Yeah, he beat Deontay Wilder in the amateurs, Evgeny Romanov. He did indeed. Yeah, he stopped him on his feet. Yeah, that was back in the amateurs. He did. Kudryashov's a glass half full. Big up to D as well, bro. He says, happy birthday, Del Boy. Salute, bro. Thank you, bro. And we got Minimax in the building. Big up to Minimax. Happy birthday, brother. Thank you, bro, man. Listen, man, when you get to my age, bro, when you get to my age, enjoy your years, bro, what you have left in childhood. That's all I'm saying, bro. Because once you get to a certain age, man, there's no going back. But big up to Minimax, man. Much appreciated. And check out Minimax's channel while you're here. Real good channel. As is Unrivaled Boxing Talk, another real good channel. So check out these two channels right here. Minimax Boxing, very good channel. And also Unrivaled Boxing Talk, two great channels. Yeah, bro, I've just got back, Bump of K. I've had a meal, had a few drinks. Nothing too crazy, man. But yeah, I've had a good one, man. Just a stress-free day, to be honest. I wouldn't go as far as calling him the Russian Pricey, laugh out loud. That's more Ustinov or Dimitrenko. I don't know, man. I don't know. I like the Russian Pricey, man. Speaking of that, yeah, put David Price and Kudryashov together. Get those guys fighting. Why not? Big up to Ed Kaler in the house. Thank you, bro. I'll check it out, Duck. I'll check it out. It must be fire. Unrivaled says Magomed Kurbanov versus Liam Smith is unsolicited violence. Fact, bro. That's going to be a brutal fight. I think that's going to be very competitive. I've got a sneaky feeling for some reason Liam Smith's going to do it. I've got a sneaky feeling he's going to have a bit too much on the inside for Kurbanov. What I've noticed about Kurbanov is he likes to have time and space. He's kind of a mid-range fighter, in my opinion. That's where he's most comfortable. Liam's really comfortable up close on the inside. And if he can stay there on the inside, I think he's got a great chance. But it's definitely going to be a fan-friendly fight, put it that way. Oh, no worries, Minimax, man. No worries at all, bro. You got a great channel. Listen, you know a lot more than I did at your age, put it that way. Yes, big up to John Gonzalez. Hello, Delhi. Always great to hear your live streams. Big up to John Gonzalez, man. Big up to John Gonzalez. Yes, big up to Levi Khan as well, straight out of NYC, dropping by every single time, man. I don't think I've ever done a live stream and Levi doesn't show up. He always shows up, man. So big up to Levi. One of the certified OGs. Max Kuckerman, enjoy the young firm girls in your 20s. When you hit 30s, for women's stretch marks increase. Christ, I've got that to look forward to. To be fair, Max, though, when I'm early 30s, I'll still look in my 20s. So I've got a few more years yet, bro. Don't write me off like that, man. Come on. Yeah, Price Kudryashov definitely ends in a double KO. Big up to Carlos Mendoza. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Shout out to Delboy back at it again. Got a cracking Canelo. Yeah, we got the cracking Canelo Billy Joe Saunders fight night. Yes, sir. We do indeed. Listen, man, there's all this drama about ring size, judges, purses, fucking God knows what. Listen, man, at the end of the day, I've got my problems with Canelo in terms of how he, certain advantages he has in fights. But in my opinion, at the end of the day, that aside, Canelo's just better than Billy Joe Saunders. Canelo's going to win this fight, man. Regardless, he's going to win this fight. He's just too good. He's too good, in my opinion. Yes, happy birthday, Del. Have a Stella on me. I will do, bro. I will do. I'll get a pack of Stellas in, man. I'll get a pack of Stellas in. But big up to Tone every single time, bruv. Big up to Tone. Thanks. Thank you for the support, man. Big up to Lamb Chop in the house as well. Big up to Michael Van Gerwen. I've said Jack C, man. I've made my thoughts clear on that whole situation. Basically, like everybody else, essentially, he's done out here, man. My man's been roasted. There's crackling on the pig already, man. It's done, man. He's been overcooked at this point. He's done. He's done. Gonna put £100 on a draw for Canelo Saunders. Listen, bro, if you want to give £100 away, just give it to charity, man. Canelo's not losing. He's not drawing. He's winning that fight, man. Trust me. Trust me. Yeah, that was a good fight, man. Alexei Papin versus Ilunga Makabu. Yeah, that was a great fight. ABC. That was a great fight. And big up to Tone again. Salute to Tone. Diamut, he says, found this channel for a comment on the MXPC video. Yeah, those guys have been going hard, man. Those guys have been putting out some great content. Getting views as well, man. Getting ratings. So yeah, big up to the MXPC lads, man. They've produced some great content in the last few days, man. They've got me through work days, man. I kid you not. So big up to those guys. Just saw Kevin Lorena versus Riyad Mahrez being announced. I think Kevin Lorena should win that fight, Duck. Riyad Mahrez all right, but I think Lorena's a bit... He's like fringe world level in my opinion, whereas Mahrez, like... I don't class that guy as world level. Yeah, true that Billy Joe Saunders gets outclassed. Yeah. Lamb Chop, I think he'll start well early on when he's fresh, but eventually Canelo's going to close the gap. He's going to start finding that body. Canelo's going to start setting traps of his own, and I think he'll work out Billy Joe Saunders after like 4 rounds, and he'll beat him on points or late stoppage. But I can't see. You can confidently bet the house on a Canelo win, exactly. Oh, yeah, bro, you missed it, man. You missed it. There's been a whole load of fuckery involving Johnny Boy, but I've had my say on the matter. I'm going to leave it there. But put it in short, the guy's a piece of shit. That's as simple as that. El Janito Kegarelli. God bless, brother. God bless to you too, man. Terrible pussy mind games from Billy Joe Saunders. Fury's mind games were coming to presser and Hoodie and Shays to fake a cut. Not have your dad cry tears on IFL about ring size. Get the fuck out. Yeah. And the thing is, man, Levi, so, yeah, he was talking about an 18-foot ring. That is small, right? But he was asking for a 24-foot ring, that's fucking obscene as far as I'm concerned. Bear in mind, the average size ring in the UK is 20 foot. I think that's the standard ring size in the UK is 20 foot. That's where most of Billy Joe's fights have been, in a 20-foot ring. And this man's out here asking for a 24-foot ring and then a 22-foot ring. Yeah, Billy Joe's taking the piss. I think it is mind games, to be honest. I think he's just trying to get under Canelo's skin and try and cause some uncertainty. I'm on coffee, bro. I'm drinking coffee, man. I had a couple of beers earlier, but I'm on coffee right now. It's so nice as well. Unfortunately, agreed. I'm a big fan of Billy Joe Saunders, and I do think he's got the style to trouble him, but I can't see Billy Joe Saunders winning, especially now. He's also been a bit flat at super middleweight. I 100% agree. I've never seen Billy Joe as a 168-pounder. To me, that whole scenario came around really because he's too lazy to make 160. Billy Joe's a fat middleweight, essentially. He's not a 168-pounder. I've not been impressed with Billy Joe at 168. His feet don't seem as quick. I'm not convinced by his gas tank. His reflexes are off. Billy Joe's not a super middleweight, in my opinion. I think he's given away a lot of his natural advantages by moving to 168. Just checked into rehab and put myself on the register. G-style. Fuck's sake. Big up to Jeff Lucietta. I will not let my son fight Canelo in a 20-foot ring. If you're scared and don't fancy it, just say that. Yeah, 20-foot ring is fine. To me, yeah, every single fight should be a 20-foot ring. It's not too small. It's not too big. That's just an average ring. 20-foot's fine. 20-foot's fine. I think every single fight should be a 20-foot ring, to be honest. Happy birthday, Del. Are you going to purchase some coke and thick prostitutes? No, man. Come on, man. Apology. What do you take me for? What do you take me for? God. But big up to apology, man. Jiho Park. Hello, Del. Sorry if you're... I can't fucking speak, man. I got fucking tongue-tied. Sorry if you've already let this be known, but what's your prediction for Kabanov versus Smith? Salute. I'm leaning towards Liam Smith, Jiho Park. I think on the inside, he's going to be a bit too much for Kabanov. I'm not convinced by Kabanov on the inside. He's a good mid-range fighter, good hooks, decent power. But if somebody can get on his chest, and Liam potentially could do that, I think he might have problems. But it's a good fight. Joel Julio back against Skavinsky in Russia on the Liam Smith undercard this weekend. I've not seen him fight for a minute, Levi Khan, Joel Julio. Yeah, Canelo doesn't give a shit. If anything, he'll just be more spiteful. Yeah, indeed. Indeed. I'd like Billy Joe Saunders to do it, but I just can't see it. I really can't. Caleb Plant, Callum Smith. I don't rate Caleb Plant at all, to tell you the truth. No, that's the wrong phrase. Not that I don't think he's a good fighter. I just think he's highly overrated, Caleb Plant. He's a good little boxer, nice and technical, but I'm not convinced by Caleb Plant. I wouldn't really know because we don't know where Callum Smith's at these days. Liam Smith versus the Black Lion Korbanov this weekend in Russia. Who wins? I've got Liam Smith. Tone said he'd love an upset. So would I, man. I'd like an upset as well. But I can't see it with Billy Joe. Jim Jones, happy birthday, bro. Big girls owe you and Nando's tonight. Fuck's sake. Oh, dear. Jeff Lucietta, Billy's going to try and shock the world. He will do. I think he'll turn up and fight. I do think that, but I think he'll still lose. Canelo inside of 6 rounds is my call. I hope they make the ring like a bouncy castle. AA's not a fan of Billy Joe, and I don't blame him. I'm not a fan of Billy Joe. Yes, big up to Nordic Warrior. Salute to Nordic, man. I saw your video earlier, Nordic. I didn't comment, but your Felix Stern prediction. I saw that video, man, so big up to you. Big up to Nordic Warrior. Does Billy Joe even beat Benavidez or Plant? I'm not certain, but I know he won't beat Canelo this weekend. He won't beat Benavidez. Benavidez is too big, too strong. The pressure's too much, in my opinion. Caleb Plant, I think he could outbox Caleb Plant. I don't think Caleb Plant's better than Billy Joe Saunders, to be honest. I don't rate Caleb Plant that highly. Yeah, Korbanov's okay, apology. He's a good mid-range hooker. He's got nice timing, nice power, decent technical skills. He could outbox Liam Smith from the outside, but I'm not convinced yet by Korbanov. But he's definitely decent. He's not a bad fighter. Happy birthday, you southerner. Big up to AA, man. The medicated frog. Oh, we got John Gonzalez dropping a super chat, man. All the way from Texas. He says, "Happy birthday, Del. Here's for the fat pig you impregnate today." Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, that'll go towards child support, John Gonzalez. That'll go towards child support. So thank you for helping me on my way, man. But big up to John Gonzalez, man. Salute for the contribution. This whole fat girl thing, man. Jesus. Yeah, it's not a great undercard, Levi Khan. It's not a great undercard. The fight I'm looking forward to most is on the undercard, that is Solomon Sissoko versus Kieran Conway. I think that's a good fight. Yeah, 24 foot's taking the piss, but I don't think 22 foot's unreasonable given all of the advantages Canelo has. 22 foot has been done in recent championship fights, but who knows? Could be mind games. Yeah, I think that's what it is, N. I think that's what it is. I think it's pure mind games from Billy Joe Saunders and his team. I think they're just trying to be a nuisance. And they're trying to make the public aware of like all of the fuckery that goes on with Canelo fights. So if he does get robbed, then they can say, "I told you so," kind of thing. They're putting pressure on the officials as well, in a certain extent, because nobody's really complained about this as much as Team Saunders. Golovkin made a few comments in the lead up to their second fight about the judges and shit like that, about drugs, but nobody's made as much fuss as Billy Joe Saunders. I think that's partly due him trying to put pressure on the officials on fight night. Is today your birthday, Del? If so, happy birthday. And how old are you? Yeah, today's my birthday, bro. May 5th, Cinco de Mayo weekend. I am 27 years young. So I'm in my prime, bro. I'm in my prime in reality. Happy birthday, Del. God bless all. You too, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Nordic. He's a decent technical boxer. He's good on the outside. I think he's very good at mid-range. But on the inside, I'm not convinced, man. That's why it's a good fight, though, because he can outbox Liam. And I think he can outslug him at mid-range. But if Liam gets to the inside, man, that's a fight. It's a good fight. It's a real good fight. Finally, we've waited so long. The last few days of Billy Joe Saunders' career, one we've been strung out for more than a decade, yeah. Listen, man, he might go and prove us wrong, Billy Joe. He might go and prove us wrong, but I can't see it. I can't see it. Billy Ho punches like a woman. That's very sexist, Duck. Yeah, I think it'll be a close fight regardless, Nordic. It'll be a real competitive fight and somebody gets stopped, or it's going to be razor close on the cards. Yeah, I agree. But big up to John Gonzalez again for the contribution. If Char fights Lovejoy in Hamburg next month, as reported, I'll sooner see pigs fly. Yeah, that fight's not going to happen, Levi Khan. I'm not convinced Lovejoy is even a real fucking person at this point. I'm not convinced he's a real person. Billy Joe gave out lessons on woman beating, but my guy Felix Verdejo showed him how it's really done. Fucking hell. Yeah, Felix is in a lot of trouble, man. Billy Joe setting up excuses for his loss. Yeah, it could be that as well. Max Kuckerman. It could be that as well. Yeah, Liam, yeah. We saw in the Canelo fight that Liam can be got to the body. He can be hurt to the body. So, yeah, that's definitely a good approach for Kubanov. And also, not only could he hurt him to the body, but it could take his legs away, stop that pressure coming forwards, you know, take that tank away from Liam Smith. So, yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah, big up to John Gonzalez, living in one of the best places in the world. Facts. Facts. Yeah, exactly, Jack of Gospic. Yeah. Didn't Billy Joe Saunders' dad say ring size wasn't in the contract? They were planning on making excuses out of it. That's why they didn't have it in writing. Yeah, you could be right, bro. I've seen improvements from Kurbanov. His punching technique has improved a lot. He used to be a real slapper. Now he's actually hurting guys. Yeah, he scored a lot more knockouts recently, Kurbanov. Oh yeah, we're all fucked up, Lamb Chop. All of us are fucked up in our own way. All of us are fucked up in our own way. Yeah, Billy Joe Saunders moaning about ring size. Peter Fury gave a good interview saying the ring size is the least of worries. The canvas is more important. Yeah. Who needs? Yeah, who needs? For fuck's sake, apology. Who needs child support when you've got stairs? Big up to John, man. He's out there working hard after drinking all night. Canelo and me have something in common. We are both white and like Mexican women. Can't argue with that, man. Can't argue with that. That donation should go to your dating fund. Fat girls love huge portions. Exactly, man. I can pay for fucking starters, mains, and dessert now. Big up to Shepherd of Sons, man. Shane McGuigan gave an interview and said they tried to make Callum Smith fight in an 18-foot ring and they negotiated 20-foot. Okay, that doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me. I do hope it is mind games and I'm just wrong because I really do want to be as fair as possible. I know it's naive, but I want some competitiveness and not just Canelo demolishing him. Yeah, I agree, bro. We all want a competitive fight. We all just want to see a fight where we feel that Billy Joe Saunders gave it his all, whether that means him winning the fight or losing, whatever. We just want to see Billy Joe go in there and really put it all on the line and come to win. That's what we want, really, as boxing fans. And what will be, will be. I personally believe, even if it's the best Billy Joe Saunders and there's no fuckery, I think Canelo's too good for him, quite frankly. Because again, I've got my problems with Canelo, but he is a good fighter, and I think he's better than Billy Joe, a lot better, in fact. Good work. Good work on the new channel, by the way. Interesting stuff, a bit fucked up, but yeah. First video's out on the new channel. I think Liam loses in Russia. To be honest, odds are against him unless he absolutely dominates, which I don't think will happen. To be fair though, ABC robberies in Russia are not that common. A lot of away fighters in Russia do get fair scorecards, more so than the UK and the US. So I think Liam's got a chance even on the cards. I do. Just ate a big juicy steak like Canelo. Laugh out loud. I've not had a good steak in a long fucking time, man. I can't lie to you. I've not had a good steak in a long time. Shit. Yeah, no masks inside and it's full capacity. It's great here. Apology. Just move here already. Lovejoy versus Bigfoot. Yeah, Christopher Lovejoy, man. I still want to see that guy fight. I think it's going to be comedy. Jim Jones, I always thought Saunders was pretty funny, but that crackhead stuff was a bit over the line for me. I hope Canelo stops him. You could get that wish, bro. You could get that wish. I think Billy Joe's got underrated power. He's not a big puncher, but he's got more than enough power to get your respect. Yeah, Andy Lee was saying that. He was saying Billy Joe hits harder than people realize. Yeah, Felix Verdejo went from extremely hyped to a fucking disgrace that everyone hates. Yeah. Do you guys remember when Felix Verdejo turned pro? There was a lot of hype about Felix Verdejo when he signed with Top Rank, because he fought in the Olympics in 2012, and they was basically pushing this guy to be the next Tito Trinidad when this guy turned pro. There was a lot of expectation with Felix Verdejo, a lot of expectation. He was one of the more highly touted guys out of London, the London Olympics. So, yeah, you're right, man. Everyone was hyping Felix Verdejo back in the day. If Billy Joe Saunders loses, every Mexican diner near Hatfield will get stripped of a copper and lead. Are you still on furlough? Apology. Damn. That's crazy, man. That's crazy, bruv. People act like fighters don't get a fair shake in Russia. As somebody who watches a lot of Russian boxing, I can tell you that the judging is more fair than in the US and the UK for foreigners. Yeah, I agree. There's not too many robberies in Russia. Obviously, it happens occasionally. It happens everywhere, but Russia are quite good for the most part. Thank God Nakatani beat Verdejo. Nakatani should have brought his samurai sword. Facts. Yeah, facts, man. I feel like I've been smoking blunts all day. I got proper bad dry mouth. The Urge. Billy Joe Saunders needs to keep Canelo at the end of his jab all night if he wants to avoid a KO. I have Canelo winning by stoppage round 9 TKO, but respect to Billy, we shall see. Yeah, I could see a late stoppage, The Urge. I've got a funny feeling, though, Billy's going to make it the distance. But you're right, yeah, you're right. Billy needs to keep on sticking and moving, keeping on the outside, turning Canelo, keeping Canelo off balance, and, so he can't set his feet for those power shots. Canelo's not great at punching on the front foot while he's moving forwards, as we've seen in the past. He's not great at tracking down movers, and Billy needs to be switched on 100% of the time. He needs to be continuously moving, continuously feinting, working, popping the jab, and yeah. But I'm not convinced that Billy Joe can do that for 12 rounds. Yeah, I think he had knee surgery, Tone, and he wears those knee braces. So yeah, if Billy Joe can keep moving, maybe we'll get to see how Canelo's mobility is. Exactly, ABC. The thing is, everyone says Billy Joe Saunders needs to keep Canelo at bay and move, but that is so much easier said than done. Yeah, that's a good shout, Brandon. Yeah, if Liam Smith wins, he should fight against Tim Zhu for the WBO mandatory elimination. Yeah. Listen, the winner of Liam Smith, Kurbanov versus Tim Zhu, I'll be more than happy with that. Usyk and Loma should sort out the three guys with one hammer. They'll fuck that guy up, man. All of those guys, sorry. I've not seen this Skavinsky fight before, Levi. Big up to E-Machines. I'm going for a steak dinner on Friday. I love steak. Yeah, man, I've not had a steak in a while. What's up, my fellow misogynist alpha male friends? Big up to you, man. Big up to Triple J. Yeah, I need to get some. I need to buy myself some steak, bro. Cook it myself. Is Joe Smith Jr. Is Joe Smith Jr. considered an elite fighter? I don't call him an elite fighter. He's a genuine top 10 world level guy at light heavyweight, but I think he's a weak title holder that Artur Beterbiev's going to smash to pieces, man. That's what's going to happen. Listen, Joe's a good fighter, man. He's tough. He's durable. He hits hard. He's strong, but I think he's not going to beat the top guys in that division. I'm on plant-based diets again. I would strangle a hooker for a fat steak. Oh dear. Oh yeah, I saw this. Yeah, Joshua Buatsi's new opponent. Well, yeah, his next opponent, Daniel Dos Santos. He's the 9th best fucking light heavyweight in France. That's who Joshua Buatsi's fighting next. Pretty poor, man. Yeah, saw about how futile Billy Joe Saunders' efforts to unsettle Canelo are. He's playing shitty mind games with ring size when Canelo had his brother kidnapped by the cartel last fight week and negotiated a release while getting the knockout. Yeah, exactly. He's not going to bother Canelo in the slightest, Jakov. He's not going to bother Canelo in the slightest. I eat steak at least once a week, steak and potatoes for life. Yeah, I can't argue with that, man. Listen, if I could, bro, I'd eat it every fucking day. I'd eat it every day. We Mexicans don't eat steak. We eat carne tacos. Fair enough, man. Yeah, remember when when Teofimo versus Lopez was rumored to fell through that Verdejo was supposed to fight Loma. Yeah, when Teo and Loma were supposed to fight, and yeah, apparently that fight was going to fall through. Yeah, Verdejo was standby. Yeah, I do remember that. The Duck, I do remember. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Verdejo was one of the most hyped fighters of the decade. Similar thing with Amir Imam, Adrian Broner, etc. Yeah, there was a lot of excitement for Felix Verdejo. And I never bought into it with Amir Imam. I never bought into it with Adrian Broner. But I can't lie to you guys. I thought Felix Verdejo would go a long way. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I thought he would go a long way. That's definitely one I got wrong in regards to prospects. I rated Felix Verdejo on the come up. But yeah, man, if you guys could smash the like, by the way, be much appreciated. Be much appreciated. Now, this is a good question. How do you like your steaks, Del? I like mine medium to medium well. This question applies to the chat as well. Mine's rare, just like flat out rare. That's my style. I like rare steak. I like the juices to flow, man. Listen, man, everyone takes steroids. Levi Khan, man. Everyone takes steroids. In retrospect, was Evander Holyfield overrated? He lost a lot of his big fights. Nah, no way, man. Evander Holyfield was always outsized at heavyweight. Listen, he did exactly what he needed to do at cruiserweight, and at heavyweight, he was competing with much bigger men. Like Riddick Bowe, for example, he went 1-2 against Riddick Bowe, but even someone of his size beating Riddick Bowe is a great win. He beat Tyson twice. I know Tyson was past his best, but so was Evander Holyfield. He was also past his best and a big underdog in both fights. He beat Foreman. I know Foreman was old, but Holyfield had a great resume, man, at heavyweight. He had a great resume. Well, I thought so, at least. Could Lemieux have beaten Canelo in 2015? No. In my opinion, no. Canelo would completely outbox and beat up David Lemieux. In my opinion. Lemieux's just too basic. Listen, Lemieux could punch, but really that's about it. No way Canelo will put enough hurting on Billy to stop him. Maybe. If Smith versus Kurbanov is televised in the UK, expect to hear the commentators spend the whole fight saying, "Remember, we're in Russia." Yeah, that'll happen, bro. That'll happen. Where does Billy Joe go after or if he loses? Do you know what, Ed Hickey? I would say back down to 160, to be honest, but he's not going to do that. So, to tell you the truth, I don't know, Ed Hickey. I wouldn't be shocked if Billy Joe retires if he loses to Canelo. I wouldn't be shocked if he retires, to tell you the truth. Yes, big up to Anthony Mackin in the chat. Yeah, facts. I'm not a fan of women's boxing. I can't lie, Canelo has grown on me. I rate him for being so active and getting big fights that are actually available. Obviously, a Charlo fight is desired, but that's not going to happen. Yeah, he's staying active. You can't deny him that, and he's fighting other champions. But I just don't really get excited by Canelo fights these days. Samuel Molina versus Viriel Simeone at lightweight. No worries, bro, Anthony. No worries. Okay, so apparently Skavinsky is shit. Okay. Okay, yeah, so I've watched Skavinsky a few times. He was a very good amateur and he can box a bit, but he has no power at world level and he cuts easily. Has a pretty good chin, however. Low-key, Joe Smith could upset Beterbiev. I actually wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, man, listen, I'm just being a Beterbiev fanboy, but listen, Joe Smith's got a puncher's chance, definitely. If he connects on that chin, who knows? But I just think he's going to get overwhelmed by Beterbiev. He's going to get overwhelmed, pushed back. I mean, Maxim Vlasov showed Joe Smith can be pushed back. And when he's pushed back, he's not effective at all, Joe Smith Jr. I think Joe's going to get knocked out in that fight. I really do. Disappointed Chisora didn't get the chance to batter Parker's manager, Higgins. Yeah, Dave Higgins is a fucking... he's a crackhead. Okay, so we've got loads of fighters returning. Michael Sislak. Andre, big up to Andre. He says Billy's mind game seemed to have worked a bit, Billy's mind game seemed to have worked a bit, or it could be Canelo is just irritated by Billy Joe Saunders, that Billy Joe's playing with his money. Yeah, it could be that, man. I think anybody would be irritated in the presence of Billy Joe Saunders, to be honest. I can't hold that against Canelo. Exactly, Triple J, yeah. The cow's already dead. Why kill it again by cooking it to death? Exactly. Has to be rare, man. It has to be rare, steak, for me. That's where the best taste is, when the juices are flowing. To me, that's where the best taste is, man. I can cope with medium rare. I can cope with that. But anything above that for me is too much. It's nah. I'd rather not eat it. Medium rare, bro. Yeah, medium rare. I can get with that. I wouldn't turn that down. I wouldn't be mad at that. Yeah, rare or medium rare. That's it, man. Medium to medium well. Oh, ABC's another guy who likes to fucking destroy his steak, man. Jiho Park says medium. Tone says alive. Yeah, that's blue, isn't it? Before rare, it's blue. Like it's blue steak. Yeah, I don't mind blue actually. I don't mind blue. I think Nakatani's going to give Loma some problems, Nordic. I really do, just based on the size and the presence that he brings. Brings a lot of pressure, throws a lot of punches, hits relatively hard. He's quite durable. I think he's going to give Lomachenko a hard fight. Nakatani. It's a good fight, though. I like that fight a lot. I'll be impressed if Lomachenko stops him. If he does stop him, I think it'll be to the body. I think really that's the only way he stops him in that fight. But I'm looking forward to that one. That's a good fight. That's not an easy comeback fight, Nakatani, as we've seen. Yeah, I agree. ABC. Who would you say are the best switch hitters in boxing? I'd say Ennis and Crawford are top two in my opinion. Yeah, Crawford's definitely up there with switch hitting. Ennis is not really proven as much, so it's hard to say with him. But yeah, I'd say Crawford's up there. Sonny Edwards was actually doing a good job of it this weekend, switch hitting. I like my steak burnt. I don't like that Gordon Ramsay style shite. Come on, man. Half of these people in this chat, man, their steak game is fucking poor. I think Loma's going to hurt Nakatani to his big-framed body, but he could go the distance if Nakatani can take the punishment. Oh, he can definitely take the punishment, I think, Duck. He's a tough dude. Tough guy. Yeah, Lucas Brown, man. Lucas Brown really should have retired. He should have retired after getting fucking splattered by Dave Allen. That's when he should have retired. Tone thinks Billy Joe is going to go to light heavyweight, the chubster that he is. Yeah, you could be right, bro. Him versus Callum Smith, yeah, like The Urge said. Yeah, good bounce back fight for both, yeah. Winner stays on type of thing. Yeah, I could see that happening. I could see that. No, we're not going to see Fury fight twice this year or Joshua fight twice this year. I think they'll fight end of this year and then fight next year. Anthony says, blue collar, I think you're correct. I could see Billy Joe actually retire if he loses to Canelo, and especially if he loses badly. The embarrassment will be too much for him. Yeah. I just don't see a guy who's I don't see a guy who's all that hungry, to be honest. I don't really think he's all that hungry for boxing. If he was, he would have fought Golovkin years ago, but you know, he was out there saying, oh, Golovkin beats me and Eubank Jr. on the same night. I need a gun to fight Golovkin, all that shit. Billy Joe's never really shown that sort of desire that's convinced me that he wants to be a top-level fighter. So I wouldn't be shocked if he retires. I really wouldn't. I really appreciate you for not talking about women's boxing. A lot of other good channels, unfortunately, do. Only yourself and Hatman don't. Thank you, man. Yeah, it's just not my thing, man. I can't sit here and pretend I like it. It's just not my thing. No shade on those who do, but I'm just not one of those guys who like it. Yeah, exactly, Anthony. He's basically a fat middleweight, Billy Joe Saunders. He's a fat middleweight. I wish we got that fight with Andrade. That would have told us a lot about Billy Joe. But obviously he fucked that up. Yeah, Joe Smith's taken a lot of punishment. He's going to get taken out in his next fight, in his next tough fight. That's going to be Beterbiev, bro. Trust me. I think he'll stop Joe Smith in the mid-rounds. Dave Higgins and Kalas Sauerland should fight on Triller. Yo, Dave Higgins will get fucking destroyed. Tone said they could have a sniff off. A sniff off. I think Kalas Sauerland beats him in that as well, Tone. Yeah, facts, ABC. Dell's out here preaching about how cow's blood being juicy is still relatively early here in the city, champ. Laugh out loud. Now, listen, man, you got to have steak the right way. It's either rare. Rare is like the go-to. Rare is what I expect. But if you fuck it up and cook it a little longer than expected, medium rare is, I can tolerate medium rare. But anything above that, nope. Cook it again. Make me something else. I'm not having it, man. I'm not having it. Bring it over. It's like a piece of charcoal. TLS. Snap its horns off, wash its ass, and stick it on my plate. Ah dear. Have any of you guys actually tried raw beef? Like raw beef? That's not too bad. I like raw beef as well, but I don't trust eating it all the time. I feel like a lot of fans are putting off Loma since the loss to Tio. I think he'll be a lot more motivated and focused. Yeah, I think he'll come back okay, but I just think Nakatani's a hard fight for him. I think Nakatani's a hard fight for anybody at lightweight. I'm not saying he beats everybody, Nakatani. He loses to most top guys, but I think he gives everyone a fight. I really do. Oh, Michael Conlan, man. I can't stand watching that guy. I can't stand him. Yeah, Derek Chisora is out here switch hitting these days. Switching from orthodox to southpaw. Crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah, Julio Cesar Martinez, that's a good shout. He can switch it real well. That's a good shout. How can I forget my guy Julio? I think for safe bet, Jared is Haney on points. Do you know what? I really fancy a cold drink, but I've got nothing in the fridge. I've just got coffee and shit. I've had raw steak and egg. Sorry, I've had a raw steak and egg dish at a Korean restaurant a few years ago. Quite nice, actually. Yeah, I like raw steak, man. Mate, Del, rare is just not it for a steak. Nothing better than a medium steak. Nah, man. I'm not having it, bro. I'm not having it. Yeah, Fury's a good switch hitter. I think Lucas Brown is the worst fighter ever to win a world title. I said so at the time. Yeah, man, he was bad, Lucas. Yeah, I think it'll be a good fight, N. I think it'll be a good fight. Nakatani always comes to bring it. He's not going to lie down for anyone. Brings a lot of pressure, throws a lot of punches, decent power. He's big for the weight class. He'll come to fight, man. He'll come to fight. I'm picking Joshua in the super fight, by the way, guys. I don't know why, but I just think Tyson's taking Joshua too lightly. AJ won't just stand and fling a right hand and hope like Wilder. That's true. That's true. The more I think about that fight, the longer we wait. I do kind of I do give Joshua more of a chance. I see it as a real competitive fight anyway, to tell you the truth. I don't really have a dog in the race, but I lean towards Fury. But listen, as this fight gets made official, I might change my mind. Yeah, my boy Sokolovsky getting robbed, man. Good question, this. If Billy Joe Saunders was to retire after his Canelo KO loss, would you rate his career higher than other Brit underachievers like Kell Brook? Kell Brook's got a better singular win than Billy Joe Saunders in Sean Porter, but Billy Joe Saunders has a better in-depth resume overall. So Billy Joe's beaten Lemieux, Andy Lee, John Ryder, Eubank Jr. You know, I think Billy Joe's resume is more in depth, but I think Kell Brook has the best singular win. So really, it's a pick 'em really. I think Kell Brook, pound for pound, was more talented, to tell you the truth. But there you go, just my opinion. Billy Joe won't make it past round 9. Expect Canelo to stop him with a body shot. Yeah, you could be right, bro. Shit, where are we? Yes, big up to Mad Chad. Salute. Yeah, hit the like, man. Hit the like. Yeah, Lucas Brown was shitting on Australian boxing, saying he's above that, then ends up getting sparked in a round by a rugby player. Yep. I eat raw lamb liver sometimes. It's nice. Yeah, I've never eaten raw fucking liver. I'm not a fan of liver anyway, man. I can't lie to you. Not a fan of liver. Something about the taste for me. Just don't do it for me. Raw beef, for fuck's sake. You can do it, man. You can do it. You can do it. Obviously, you've got to watch out what you do it with, but you can eat raw beef. Yeah, Nakatani's definitely a hard fight. He probably goes for distance. I agree. Dominic Brazil, best footwork, pound for pound. Oh yeah, no doubt, bro, no doubt. Julio Cesar Martinez, he'll have too much for Sonny Edwards. That's a whole different level of pressure to Murati Mutalane. Whole different level of pressure. You know, Martinez throws a lot more punches, a lot quicker feet, much more unorthodox, a lot more power. Martinez to me is the best fighter at flyweight. In my opinion, I think he's the best fighter at flyweight. I had fish, BG London. I had a fish meal. Nakatani beat Verdejo into murder charges. Nah, I'm not a fan of the liver, man. I'm not a fan of the liver. I can't do it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is with liver. Yeah, Sonny, don't want no smoke with El Rey. Yeah, exactly, man. I like Julio Cesar Martinez. His style, man, to me is so entertaining. So entertaining. Non-stop fucking pressure, hard punches, no backwards gear. He'll take risks. He fights to knock every single round. He's trying to knock you out. That's what I like in a fighter. No, Billy Joe's not been down. He's been hurt. He got hurt by Shifa Isafi. He got hurt to the body by Nick Blackwell. He's been hurt but never down. James Nunn, I think AJ's actually going to come in lean and look to land combos early on Fury. But Fury has good evasive skills and AJ doesn't like it on the chops. I reckon it'll be an awesome fight. Yeah, it's going to be a good fight, in my opinion. It's going to be a good fight. And yeah, guys, big up to you guys as well for supporting the second channel. We've hit 800 subscribers on the second channel, and when I uploaded, I think the channel was on like 740. So in basically a day or two, we've gone up 60 odd subscribers on the second channel. So big up to you guys for supporting it, man. Big up to you guys. Jake Paul would KO Lucas Brown. Look up a YouTube channel called, I'll say, is that Syringe? If you think raw meat is bad. I agree, Vader. But you know, Sonny done his thing. I thought he'd lose still, so I've got to eat crow. He performed really well, in my opinion. I thought he did well. Yeah, yo, Martinez at fucking super flyweight. That'd be great. Oh yeah, Trout's lovely, man. Trout's lovely, Nordic. Nadal, I disagree. I think Billy Joe Saunders is more talented than Brook pound for pound. He's got better defense, more fluid, and his offense is more creative. And I think he's a better counterpuncher. It might just be my style bias with Kell Brook. I just really like boxer punchers. That's one of my go-to styles. Boxer punchers or technically astute pressure fighters. That's what I kind of like in fighters. It might just be my style bias. I don't like steak and kidney. I like steak, obviously, but not kidney. Big up to Boxing Learner. Thank you, bro. What different meats have you tried? Not the everyday meats. That's a good question. Ostrich, shark, swordfish. What else have I tried? Octopus, if that's a weird one. Squid. I'm going to say pheasant because a lot of people haven't had pheasant. What else have I had? What else have I had? I think that's pretty much it, really, for extravagant shit. Nothing too crazy. Oh, Josh Taylor for me, the urge. I think Josh Taylor is the best UK fighter. Full stop. I think he's pound for pound #1 in the UK. Josh Taylor. Yeah, I remember Lucas Brown telling Parker that he hadn't earned a fight with him. Funny how things turn out. Yeah. Yes, big up to official. Salute. Liver is horrible, especially when it's made into curry. Oh my god, that made me fucking want to reach, bro. That's disgusting. Yeah, of course, Beasley London, man. I mean, I'm a fucking proud Englishman. I like black pudding on my breakfast. Love it. Ah, no, I couldn't get black pudding from a chippy boat. I don't know what it is about that. I'm not sure, man. Yeah, do you know what, Nordic? I never drink fizzy drinks, but I kind of really fancy like something fucking sweet right now, like real cold and sweet. I've got nothing in the fridge, man. I might need to go out after this stream and get something. Salute to G-Man. Yeah, drop the kid a like, man. Drop the kid a like. Salute. Yeah, like. Listen, man. As long as you guys hit the like, that's the main thing on the channel. The liking the channel, all that shit, definitely helps us out a lot. So. But yeah, big up to G-Man. And another great channel, by the way. Yeah, check out Official Scorecard Boxing. Good channel. G-Man Boxing. Good channel. And also Nordic Warrior. Another good channel. Check out these guys, man. Yeah, I like octopus, yep. Yeah, I've had venison. Yeah, I've had venison. Venison's really nice, man. Real nice. Yeah, I've heard bison meat's amazing, yeah. Yeah, I like squid. Apology, man. I love squid. I love seafood in general. That's one of my go-tos. Other than like steak, like seafood, I could live off. I could live off seafood. I remember I was eating a whole octopus with my hands, and my ferret looked at it and then looked at me all shocked as if to say, "What the fuck is that?" Yeah, they look grim, octopus, but they taste real nice, man. I love octopus. Yeah, liver's horrible, official. I just can't stand the taste. I don't know what it is about it. It's got a weird like I don't want to say bitter. That's the wrong word, but it's got a weird tang to me, man. Yeah, Jack of Gospic. What do you reckon's happening with Boatsi's career? Do you reckon he's hiding glass? I think there's. I think they know something about Boatsi that we don't. Put it that way. The way he's been moved has been extremely suspect, in my opinion. And bear in mind, when he turned pro, he was the most highly hyped out of all of the Olympians, Joshua Boatsi, and he's really done nothing. He's really done nothing. The level of matchmaking has been quite slow. So I think you might be right. I think they know something about him that we don't. Whether that's a chin issue, a stamina issue, I don't know. Yeah, I like Ironbrew as well, man. But Boatsi to me, I think he's a knockout waiting to happen, to tell you the truth. No, Luke, you're here all the time, man. Yeah, pound that like button. Yeah, like Dell pounds for fatties. Even Nordic's getting at it now, man. Chippy, oh my god, the Chippy by me does battered cream eggs. Oh my god. Oh my god, man. Just done an 18-minute prediction video on Billy Joe Saunders versus Canelo. Yeah, I had to force myself to do that video, Unrivaled. I had to force myself to do that prediction video. I've eaten brain before, worst taste. Oh my god. Adonis Stevenson, he would have beaten Canelo at 175. He would have knocked him out, in my opinion. A prime Adonis Stevenson, I think he would have knocked out Canelo. Adonis Stevenson was very good in his prime at judging range. He had very quick feet, and he had that habit of hitting you when you believed he was out of range. Because Adonis Stevenson was quite a short light heavyweight, but he had exceptionally long arms, and he would catch you when you thought you was out of range, and he was very effective with catching people by surprise. I think he would have beaten Canelo Alvarez. I really do. Are you eating sea urchin? BG London, man. He's out here fucking like just completely killing his steak, like burning it to a crisp, and he doesn't eat seafood, man. I thought you was like part French, BG London. Shouldn't you love you should love seafood, man. Going by the old stereotypes. I like juicing Mexican beef, especially before I fight Kazakhstan boxers. Yeah, I think defensively, Luke. Defensively, Buatsi is he leaves a lot to be desired defensively. He's a fun fighter to watch, but yeah, defensively there's a lot of work to be done. Yeah, he did duck. Yeah, he was getting pieced up by Kalic. If Kalic could punch, Buatsi would have been in a lot of trouble that fight. In my opinion, he would have been in a lot of trouble. Yeah, I like oxtail as well. Apology. I love oxtail soup as well. Beautiful. Had lamb's brain before, not a fan. Oh my god, that sounds horrible. Yeah, I like saltfish as well. Apology. Would have liked to have seen Buatsi in with some domestic fights. I'm still high on him, but after a few flat fights, yeah. But it feels like domestic scene is leaving him behind. I agree. See, listen, Jakov, for me, after how Craig Richards performed against Bivol, why not Craig Richards versus Buatsi? I think that's a good test. Yeah, I like saltfish. I like saltfish. Brain sounds horrible, man. Brain sounds fucking horrible. Apart from getting brain, but that's horrible, man. That's literally making me feel fucking sick, you know. Yeah, Buatsi, yeah, stays on center line. No head movement. His guard is real real loose and real wide. He's open to straight punches. When he starts trading and when he starts opening up, he stands square on. There's a lot of defensive mistakes in Joshua Buatsi, and he needs a lot of work. He needs a lot of work. They was talking about fast tracking him, but they need to hold the brakes on Buatsi. He needs a lot of learning fights. Yeah, that's a great fight. And Callum Johnson Buatsi, yeah, that's a great fight. And yeah, Callum could definitely stop him with that power and with Buatsi's bad defense. But Callum Johnson himself isn't exactly defensively sound, and he can be hurt as well. So that's a firefight. That's a firefight. Yeah, Prime Superman stops Canelo. I agree. I agree. Long pig is nice. I've never had it. Mad Chad's had frog's legs. I heard frog just tastes like chicken. That's what I've heard, but exactly, Duck. Yeah, Craig Richards, Buatsi. Yeah, 100%. That's a great fight. Great test. What's up with Beck for Bully situation? Yeah, I heard about this. I think that drug ban relates to his amateur days when he tested positive back in 2018, and I think that ban is only for amateur competition. I'm pretty sure. Good breakdown answer, Del Boy, and I agree with you on Stevenson smoking Canelo. Yeah, listen, I think Stevenson was a weird one. A lot of people let their judgment of his character cloud their judgment of him as a fighter. At his best in 2013, 2014, I think he was a very dangerous fighter. The only thing was he never really tested himself at his best until he was past it when he fought Badu Jack and Vodzik. But a prime Stevenson Listen, you may not like him, but he was a very dangerous fighter. Very dangerous fighter. He had that eraser. Canelo's got that private school vibe. Everything gets handed to him. Yeah, like a spoilt brat. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not with the pros. That's what I thought, Vader. That's what I thought. He had to resort to illegal punches to stop Ryan Ford as well. Exactly, man. There's no reason not to make that fight. Let Buatsi have his fight in May against this Frenchman. And listen, late summer, Buatsi versus Richards. Why not? It's a great fight. I'll tell you what, though. After watching that fight, they probably don't fancy it, to be honest, Team Buatsi, because Richards has definitely improved. He's definitely improved. That's true. Yeah, that is true. Listen, we're talking about the technical flaws, but Buatsi did show he has heart and he can tough it out, bite down on his gum shield. He definitely passed a gut check. That's a good point. And yeah, Kalic, yeah, he's not a bad fighter. Listen, I think Billy Joe's just trying to put it out there to the public, really, and he's trying to put pressure on the officials. I think that's his game plan. I think that basically to play some mind games with Canelo and try and put some pressure on the officials to get it right on fight night. I think that's what he's trying to do. And to be honest, if I was fighting Canelo, I'd be talking about the judges and shit like that as well. So I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. Del, your taste palette is scary, bro. Nah, what are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? My taste palette is fucking elite. Yeah, Brian Harkin eats horses and ponies. That guy, that dude's scary. Long Pig, aka Jeffrey Dahmer special. Stevenson could do a Verdejo and still be good in my books for what he did to Tony Bellew. Oh dear. Oh yeah, 100%, Jonathan. 100%. What's good, Del brother? How do you think that Parker versus Chisora fight raises Usyk's stock? It definitely does, man. Usyk, to me, clearly beat Derek Chisora, like 8 rounds to 4, 9 rounds to 3. And Parker arguably lost. Not only Parker, but like Dillian White, their first fight, Dillian arguably lost. Went life and death in the second fight. Usyk handled Chisora better than Parker and Dillian White. 2 consensus top 10 heavyweights. But people are saying Usyk has no chance at heavyweight. Come on, man. And again, I'm not saying Usyk beats everyone at heavyweight because I don't think he does, but to say he's got no chance is ridiculous, man. And yeah, he definitely outperformed Parker and White, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree, ABC. I agree. Just watching Prime Adonis is sad because the potential was there, man. Amazingly explosive. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, this was the fight, man. A disappointment for me was Stevenson and Kovalev not fighting. 2 of the best 175 boxers in the past 20 years not facing off was disgraceful. Yep, that would have been a great fight. To me at that time, I kind of saw that fight as a 50-50, to tell you the truth. I was leaning towards Kovalev, but in retrospect, as I look back, I don't know, I really don't know. I think that's a coin flip. That fight, if they fought in their primes in like 2013, 2014. I think that'll be a coin flip. Would have been a great fight, Anthony. Would have been a great fight. I think Kovalev naturally is a better boxer, technically. He's more well put together in that sense. But Stevenson was so hard to pin down. His timing was very deceptive. He hit extremely hard. He had very quick feet in his prime, Stevenson. He was a great athlete, Adonis Stevenson. Very crafty as well. So I'm not sure with that fight. I'm not sure. Whoever makes the first mistake could be in trouble, put it that way. But that'll be a great fight. Yeah, I rate Craig Richards' attitude and work ethic. He gives it his all every time. Got to give it to him. Yeah, he's a good pro. He's a good pro. Tarver version of Hopkins versus Bellew version of Stevenson. Oh, Hopkins all day long. So, Blue Collar, who would be your top 5 175 British boxers at the moment in order from 1 to 5? Damn, that's a hard one. I don't think there's no right or wrong answer to that one, apart from Yard being near the bottom. Okay, I'm going to say Callum Johnson number 1. And I'm not set on any of these. I could change my mind tomorrow. But Callum Johnson number 1, Lyndon Arthur number 2, Bawatsy number 3, Richards number 4, Yard number 5. There you go. Reindeer sounds like a hearty meal. On the meat topic, we eat reindeer here in Norway, rich and tasty. I'd imagine it's quite gamey, George. I don't follow it closely enough, Brandon, to know prospects. I only really watch like the big UFC fights. I couldn't really tell you. That Russian guy looks quite good though. Is it Khamzat, whatever his name is, Khamzat Chimaev? Oh yeah, 100% Tone. There's some great fights there domestically. Callum Johnson, Lyndon Arthur. That fight needs to happen. Both guys are with Warren now. Do you know what, Tone? I wouldn't be shocked. Don't be surprised if the WBO order Lyndon Arthur versus Callum Johnson as a final eliminator. Don't be surprised. I could see that happening with Frank's connections. That'd be a great fight. I think Craig Richards gave a blueprint of how to compete with Bivol, and if you're smart, you can build on that to beat him. Yeah, Richards did a lot better than I expected. A lot better. Yeah, he hurt Chisora 2 or 3 times. He's got that stinging power. He can stop you in your tracks, kind of thing. Alexander Usyk. He can stop you in your tracks and make you really rethink about things, make you reset. Yeah, it would have been a great fight, ABC. Adonis versus Kovalev would have been a great fight. Shame we never got it. Kovalev would have done to Adonis what Gvozdyk did. Maybe, but listen, man, that version of Stevenson, his legs were like so depleted compared to a few years prior. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. To tell you the truth, as much as I like Gvozdyk, I think a prime Stevenson would have beat him, to be honest. And I don't like Stevenson the person for what he did, but as a fighter, I thought he was very good. Maybe I just overrated him, but I always thought he was very good, Adonis Stevenson. Best schooling of the past decade: Saunders versus Lemieux, Floyd versus Canelo, Brown versus Jack are a few shouts. Yeah, Floyd Canelo is one of my favourites, to tell you the truth, J9898. Usyk versus Gassiev is another one of my favourites. That was a great one. Dell has strange fixations, fat birds and small heavyweights. Fuck's sake. Yeah, Lyndon, listen, after that win, you can easily have Lyndon number 1, Callum number 1. I say it's either Lyndon or Callum at number 1, and then sort of take your pick. I think Yard's definitely got to be bottom, though. Yeah, I agree, Anthony. It's such a shame we never got that fight, though. Such a shame. Would have loved to have seen it. Would have loved to have seen it. Yeah, pick. Dimitri Bivol has that like kind of like that Cuban mentality, where he'll fight to your level. He'll do what he has to do. If you raise your level, he'll raise his level. He's not going to go in there and go all guns blazing for the sake of it. He's very economical, you know, does what he needs to do to win, kind of thing. And that's okay, but you know, you're not going to become a household name fighter for doing that. But yeah, he's a good fighter. Yeah, I was shocked, John Gonzalez, when that fight was happening, because I thought Gassiev would have Usyk in trouble a few times at least in that fight. I thought Gassiev would give Usyk a lot to think about, but he never really did. He caught Usyk with one real good shot in that whole fight. One real good shot, and that's really it. Again, You guys know Beterbiev's my favorite fighter. And if Beterbiev got on top of Stevenson, he would have beat him up. He would have taken him out. But it's getting to the inside. If Adonis clipped Beterbiev coming in, it could be lights out. To me, that's another 50-50 fight. Beterbiev-Stevenson. That's a 50-50 fight. Because Beterbiev can be caught coming in. He can be caught coming in, no doubt. And especially against southpaws. Watch the Adam Dines fight. He was timing Beterbiev coming in quite nicely. Jeff Page Jr., he dropped Beterbiev out of a southpaw stance. So Stevenson could definitely knock out Beterbiev, but Beterbiev could also do a job as well. So that's a hard one. That's a hard one for me, Ian. That's a real hard one. Yeah, anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up. The football started, so I'm going to wrap this one up. If you could smash the like, that'd be much appreciated. But we're going to wrap this one up. We'll stream probably early next week. But thank you guys for showing out. Big up to you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Peace.